Hi friends, and welcome to my channel. So today we are going to do the readings for month of May for Sagittarian and Capricorn. So I was thinking not to do readings for the month of May because of the schedule that I have, but I was getting a lot of requests and people wanted their reading. So I thought that I should combine the readings together and do the shorter readings rather than like the lengthy versions that I do every month, so that you get an idea also how the month is going to be, and you're able to kind of prepare yourself to move ahead accordingly. I've already done all the signs, and now it's Sagittarian and Capricorn, the last two signs for this month of May. So let's just start with Sagittarian. For Sagittarian, this is the month where you don't have to push the things too much. There's a card of Hangman. Hangman is a card which says that it's a time to use your mental abilities more, think about situations, analyze the situations, and let the things flow with the flow of life. This is the month where you'll have to put down certain time restrictions on yourself to take physical rest, because physical rest is going to be very, very important for you. So take time to give your body some rest. Yes, whenever your body is taking rest, your mind is going to be active, because this is the month where your mind is mostly going to be active. You will be connecting to your soul. There is possibility of awakening. There is a possibility of you getting more visions or ideas or thoughts. So things will work out, but physically don't push things too much. If we talk about your career, again the same thing will apply to your career, where I will say that it is time where if you're into any career which requires your mind work, a lot of mind work, then you're going to get a lot of work. So your mind will be over occupied with work that's going to be there, but physically the activity might be little less, and you might feel tired because you are, either there is a lot of activity and you need rest, or there is no activity and that's why you feel tired of inactivity. So you need to balance that energy. You need to not push things too much. You need to not push your body too much, not push your mind too much, but you'll have to bring in a little balance and a little stability in your life. If we talk about your relationships, same thing applies to your relationship. Don't push your relationships. Let the relationships flow as they are. If there is something that is suiting you, great. If there is something that is not suiting you, don't try to end it or begin it right now. This is the time where you have to let the things flow and just analyze and see the things, how they are working, what is happening, and not really get into too much of activity. There is growth this month, undoubtedly, but the growth is coming out of suspension. So you will have to ensure that you're not pushing things too much. You're just letting things flow. That's important for you, because this is like upside down hanging. So you need to kind of give yourself that time to rest, otherwise you'll feel very, very exhausted. If we talk about the angel message, the card is love. It says love is the foundation of your existence, and you are just as worthy of receiving as you are giving love and compassion. While love can be a beautiful emotion, it is equally a form of energy that propels you through life. And absolutely, love is very, very important, and self-love is equally important. So this is the month where you see and find love in everything, where you see and look for love in everything, and love in a very positive sense, where you try to feel the universal love, the universal energy, and you be positive, connect with the divine, connect with your source, and love yourself, and just let that love flow to the universe as well. If we talk about your wisdom message of the month, wisdom oracle card, this card is going to cover your general message, your relationship, your prosperity message, so which is your career and money area. So the general message card, this card says, isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life, when events and conditions seem to engage in you in a way that is fluid and effortless? This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed by perfect conditions. Allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. So this is very, very beautiful, and the cards are really saying that experience that love, believe in that flow of life, and let life flow, let life lead you where it is leading you. Just have faith, just have trust. In your relationships, this card says there are points in a relationship when you have to decide to go with the flow rather than dictate the course you share with another. Can you let go of the need to have things your way and allow the relationship itself, your combined goals and desires, to steer the ship? Can you both transcend your personal ability to allow the partnership to form its own identity, its own energy? Now is the time to relax and see where this mutual journey leads. So for relationships also, like I said, that's the time where you balance the energies, where you think about mutual growth and let the things flow. Don't push the relationships too much. Your prosperity messages, everything seems to work out when you stop scrambling and allow the sea of opportunities to wash over you and wake you up to your most prosperous potential. To get into that flow, you need to address your beliefs about abundance and money. The true meaning of your personal currency lies in your skills, your talent, and your abilities, and most important, your core beliefs. Everything flows from your inner world and is reflected in the outer one. When grateful to serve, you align your prosperity consciousness with the higher consciousness, you can expect miracles. Everything you need will come to you easily. So that is why everything is dependent upon what is your belief system, what is it that you're thinking. Like a handman, if you're thinking mostly about negative things, you will flow those negative things in your life. And if you're mostly thinking about what are the things that you're thankful for, you deserve everything, you have faith and trust that you're moving towards a good time or a good period or prosperity or abundance, that's where you're moving. So keep your mind focused in the right direction. For your soul lesson also, this is the time where you meditate, where you balance your energies and just go with the flow of life, and you will see miracles in your life. If we talk about Capricorn, this is the month where you need to ensure that you are balanced. This is the month where you need to ensure where do you want to focus, what is it that you want to do. Maybe you would want to analyze what is it that you've done in your past, what are the results that you've gotten from it, and at times not really try to do too many things at the same time. So this is not an action oriented month. This is the month where you need to focus on how do you want to move forward, what you need to cleanse, and what you need to do or not to do. One, for your health, I would say that this month ensure that you take all the possible precautions, because this person here is wearing a warrior suit, so he's covered, so you need to take all the proper precautions. Second, this is the month, and I'm feeling something in my nose as well, so yes, take proper precautions this month. Second, for your career, this is the month where you analyze well before you take a step. Definitely money will be the focus of the month for you, but before you take any step towards any career line, towards any business, towards any investment, analyze well, see what your past experiences have been, and then don't take an action this month. Let just things flow into your life. If you talk about your relationships, again, it's the same thing. If you close yourself too much, it is difficult to accept the other person or reject the other person. It is difficult to even understand the other person. So you have to let your energies flow. At times the things happen because they are meant to. People happen to us because they are meant to, and that is why this is the month where you realize and analyze your relationships, why those relationships are there in your life, what do you learn from them, and how can you cleanse if there is a negative energy in your life. If I talk about angel card, that is cleansing. It says your body, mind and soul are urging you to take time out for some much needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean the house or tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional and physical cleansing, and it's absolutely needed for you. So if you need to take out some time and cleanse your energies, you can practice cleansing exercises, but otherwise also you need to kind of balance your energies. The wisdom oracle card is number 17. So number of the month is number 8 for you, and this card will cover your relationship, the general message, and your career and money aspect. So the general message of this card is the serenity prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And it is very important. We cannot change everything in our life. There are things that happen because they're meant to happen. And we need to understand that if you cannot change something, you need to accept it and flow with it, because there is a lesson in it. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, the nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for the greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what these events in your life and current circumstances have to teach you. This is a wisdom contained in the serenity prayer. So that is why it is very important in this month for you to accept the things that are happening in your life, accept the situations as they are, because they are meant to teach you something and they are meant to be there. So don't push them away. Relationship message, the card says, other people are who they are. You cannot change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is the time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view and how they should be, so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them is in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and other person by moving on. So if you cannot accept the relationships in your life, move on. But if you cannot move on, then you have to accept them with love. Love unconditionally for each of us is on our own journey and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as the result of it. So whatever your relationships, whatever things are happening in your relationships nowadays, in this month specifically, they are happening to make you understand that either you let go or you move on, because or you be in them happily because they are for your learning. The prosperity message or the money message or the career message, the card says, your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your personal control right now. You're being invited to accept what is unreservedly. This could be a temporary situation, seemingly thrust upon you by outside forces, and there is an underlying purpose you can't see that has been determined by the fates. It could be a situation that you are unprepared for and you may not understand how it will benefit you in this moment. Do not fight the situation. Ride it out and see where it leads. Surrender to it and see serenity. You need to make good choices from here on out will be given to you. I'll read that again. Surrender to it and the serenity you need to make good choices from here on out will be given to you. You will indeed flourish. So the card is very clear that if there are situations that are happening in your life, whether in your career, whether in your relationship, whether in general life, which you don't want, to be in that particular way, which you're not feeling comfortable with, understand that they are there for your lessons, and the moment you surrender, you will see things actually for moving forward very, very beautifully. So and your soul message is also to practice certain cleansing exercises and cleanse your energy. So this is for the month of May for Sagittarius and Capricorn. If you want to know more than this, you can contact me for your personalized tarot reading through the Facebook link that's in the description box or through the comment section. If you like the video, please share it with everyone and subscribe the channel.